Good morning, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and I am here for day 5, final day of my daily Facebook Lives. And I have been celebrating with you this amazing new mini catalog. So let me show you really quick. So this is the mini catalog we have been really digging into with some of my favorite bundles, and those, when you purchase those items with qualifying orders, you can end up earning free items from this celebration book. So lots of fun things. Let me get my computer up and make sure I'm on track with you. I think I am. Let's see. So we have had so much rain here in San Antonio, and it is clear today. It cleared up yesterday, which I was really grateful for, because my youngest grandchildren were here while we were doing a little bit of a celebration for his first birthday. And I say a bit of a celebration because he's only one. He'd already done birthday cake and prezzies with his other grandparents. So yesterday we were doing our presents with him, and we chose, since he'd already had birthday cake, we chose to do a little bit of a kind of a tea. They've grown up in England, and I figured, Declan's one. He didn't care what we were eating, but I figured his big brother and big sister would be really excited to have some scones, something that they were, they had all the time when they were in England, and they're a little bit more in short supply here. So that went down well. We had a lot of fun, and it was so pretty outside. We were able to have a lovely walk, and the two big kids were on their bikes. Baby Declan was in the stroller, and it was just a gorgeous day. So welcome. Like I said, this is day 5. So this is where we went yesterday, and I'm featuring, grab this Everyday Details bundle. So these are the cards for my monthly Candy's Card Club, and so I showcased these and then went in a rather different direction to do this card on camera. So I demonstrated this one on camera, and just a real fresh, just kind of showing you how you can go from kind of soft and pretty to brighter and fresher, all with the same stamp set and dies. So today I'm going to feature Stippled Roses. This is a beautiful, beautiful stamp set and dies. Now, it's interesting because this particular bundle, which is called Everyday Details, the dies and the stamps are really standalone. You can use the stamps without the dies. You can use the dies without the stamps. But if you buy the bundle, of course, you get 10% off, which is a really nice savings. And I think they're both worth adding to your craft collection. Stippled Roses is a different kettle of fish. It's a little bit more typical of our bundles in that these dies cut out the images. Now, you also have some standalone dies, and I'll show you how those work. So let me show you a few things, and then we're going to make one of the cards that we are making at my card class tomorrow. So, and I'll tell you more about that. So this here shows you a lot of the standalone dies, as well as where you can stamp and die cut some of the images. And this was kind of a fancy card. We did this at my demonstrator event to kick off the whole new mini catalog and celebration. Now here I've paired the softly stippled, or the stippled roses, I should say, with the softly stippled paper. So this you can earn for free with a qualifying order. And this is just gorgeous, gorgeous paper. I mean, you could use this any time of year with any stamp set. So it's not just tied. And there's also some great background patterns, particularly for our scrapbooking. This would make a great scrapbook pattern here. But again, it's roses. You could use it with anything. I love this kind of a canvas look. This page is just gorgeous in Wild Wheat, one of our new in colors. So this does feature a couple of our new in colors, Wild Wheat and Pebbled Path. Again, just that kind of fabric look background. This piece I love, and this is very much this repeats the pattern that's in the stamp set. And then the other side is, again, another one. It looks like a paint palette. Or like, not paint palette, palette knife painting. This is just a super sweet, pretty, you could use this for a baby card. And again, there is our kind of canvas burlap kind of a weave. And then this piece, again, is just so pretty. I think it goes this way. Actually, yeah, it kind of goes this way. Again, this could be used with any stamp set at all. And then another really pretty background. So this paper, it actually comes in 12 by 12. This was part of my what do you call it? Paper shares. But this is, you can get this free with a $50 order. I think it's really, really worth having. So let me show you a couple of projects using the paper and or the stamps, and then we're going to make one of our own. So this one uses the paper and the dies. This one also uses the paper and the dies, and this again shows you those little dies that are part of the dies that are just kind of standalone. So you can use those for anything. And then this card showcases where you can stamp and die cut the image. Here I've layered it onto these beautiful gold foil cards and envelopes that you can get. Now these were in our holiday catalog, but they carried over. And again, this shows you some of the dies that are part of this collection that can go with anything. They are standalone dies. And then this is another one showing the designer series paper with a totally different stamp set. So I think this is a great example of you can get the paper even if you don't have the stamps or the dies. And I do think that if you're going to do this stamp set, you're really wise to get the dies as well, because, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to just cut out that gorgeous, gorgeous spray of roses, and of course the others as well, all of the other stamped images. Okay, let's get into what we are going to do. This is our card from card class tomorrow. Where's my packet? Lord have mercy, I'm already losing things. Here it is. Okay, so this is the way my card packets come. So if you do a card class by mail with me, or if you attend one of my in-person events, this is the way my card packets come. And by the way, this is my host code for this month. I've got another few days left on this host code. So this is the way all your bits and pieces are in here. Now, let me just show you a couple of things before we start. This is Pebbled Path, and this is Gray Granite. You see how they are just lighter and darker counterparts of one another. So that is going to be a great pairing for you. And I think having the, I could have just gone, excuse me, with a Pebbled Path card base, but I think this kind of lightens it a little bit. And then I'm going to take, these are 5 1/4 by 2 inch pieces of designer series paper. Now you can see where they're going to overlap a little bit, but and you could trim them down a little bit if you want, but I tend to just cut, 2 inches is just an easy one to go with. So I'm just going to, this is a, whoops, whoa. This is a quick and easy card. Now you could also do it this way. You could do it this way and go with lots of grays. This would be great for a masculine layout. This would be fabulous. Now, let's see. Hey, Annie, I'm glad you're here with me, and I'm glad that you are liking, I think you're liking the paper, which is definitely something worth celebrating, or I should say worth enjoying digging into. Okay, my light's kind of flickering again. I need to get this bulb changed out. I've got one bulb up here that is kind of on the fritz. I think it's beginning to go. Okay, so there. Now, hey Marlene, I'm glad you're here with me. Now, I'm going to use this little die cut. This little die cut, I think, is a bit of a hidden gem. Let me grab the other dies if I can find them. Yeah. So Scallop Contours is a die. Hey, Gina, I'm glad you're here. If you don't have Scallop Contours, you need to have Scallop Contours. Probably one of the most useful and used. Oh, this is in the wrong place. Ooh, I'm glad I found that. One of the most useful and used sets of dies that I own. And we use these three a lot. And even this little one. I think this little guy right here gets left behind. And so I'm going to show you the details with that. Okay, yeah, you can see where we were prepping. And this little guy got stuck in this particular, in that particular case, mistakenly. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. So there's actually little slots here, little slits here. There's also just a tiny little bit of like a little impression, a little dot impression there. Hey Tasha, I'm glad you're here with me. And oh, Andy, you like the color of the roses, I hear you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to thread my ribbon through here. And I think this is one of those just lovely little details you can do that just adds, that's not the way I want to go. I want to go this way. That adds a little bit of interest. So I want my ribbon to be behind the label. Now you see how this will just slide wherever you want it. So this is what I'm going to do right here. And then I can slide this into place once I have it where I want it. So Tasha's going to be at my card class tomorrow. I have an in-person card class every month here in San Antonio. And I call it Saturday Card Class. Pretty simple. And now I'm going to adhere these tails like so. I want them in the middle. And what I like to do with that is I like to come back and just add a little bit more seal just to make sure it doesn't shift on me. So Saturday Card Class is typically the last Saturday of the month. And I say typically because I intend for it to always be the last Saturday. But sometimes, like during the holidays, we have to move it a little bit. Okay, so that's there. Now, oh, I probably should have stamped this before I stuck it down. But you know what? I'll just move it over. Now, on my original, I put Sending Thanks, which is from the stamp set. But I also have the option of doing Happy Mother's Day, which also fits. So I think I'm going to do that. And that way my my ladies in card class on Saturday have two different options. They can kind of see where they want to go. If they need a Mother's Day card or if they need more of a thank you card. Now, I would typically stamp this before I put it down. Now, I'm just going to go over here, and I just want to make sure this is stamping straight. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So I don't need to make any adjustments. This is a red rubber stamp, or as they now call them, a cling rubber stamp. So this is Pebbled Path ink. It's a lovely, you can tell I re-inked that pad, but I think it's pretty bold because I just re-inked the pad, but I think that's okay. Now, where did my here we go. So this is the Glass Mat Studio that you can get for free when you do the joining special right now. Now, this is a $60 value. You can get this glass mat, the cleaning cloth, and this Swift little, what do they call it? Silicone mat. All of that is, I paid $60 for this. You can get this for free when you do the starter kit special right now. You pay $99. You choose 125 of anything you want. So you could put this bundle in here. And then you also get free shipping. So it's $99 plus tax, free shipping, and you get a free paper pumpkin kit. It's an incredible deal. Okay, now I'm going to pop this out. This I ran through on the, this is the, what do you call it? This is the copper foil, and I'm going to do like that. So this is a, what shall I say? This is a trim tailored look, which I like. And hey, Crystal, I'm glad you are here. You are here from, District Swim Meet. Fun. Yeah, Crystal's still got kids in school and kids in college. And yeah, these are fun years. A little hectic, but they are fun. Now, I'm just going to pop a little bit of seal under here because let's see, and I think I'm going to center this like so. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'm going to do it on the other side too. And even though I've done that and it secures my label, this might shift a tiny, tiny bit. So I'm going to take some of the dots that I get from my paper pumpkin kit. And I'm just going to grab one of these. I'm going to take the protective piece off of it. Well, I thought I was. Let's see. Nope, it's shifting the whole thing. No. Is it under there? Nope. Okay. Well, that was not what I was wanting to do. So I'm going to go. Sometimes I like these and sometimes I like these. Kind of depends on what you're doing. So I'm actually going to pull one of these off and just stick it right underneath my ribbon, just so it doesn't shift. And this is that thicker ribbon. This is the Pebbled Path textured ribbon, which I like a lot. I don't really like tying bows with it because it's so thick, but this works really well. My glue dot's kind of bunged up there because I rolled it, which I didn't really intend to do. I'm not going to like that. I'm going to pull that right out. Yep. I need it to be flat. Sometimes you want your glue dots rolled and sometimes you want them flat. In this case, I want it flat because it's going to kind of buckle underneath my ribbon. Even though this is a thick ribbon, it was kind of showing. Okay, that's better. Now, I am going to put this down, and I think I'm just going to use some of these. And then we're going to add a little something, something to make it that little extra bit special. I will say this particular die is one of my favorites in this set. I love the detail on it and the fact that when you run it through, you already have all of this cool texture. You already have all of this detailing, and it's just a special leaf. Also, you can add this leaf to any kind of a scene. You can also add it easily to a guy card. Now, at the guy card, you'd have this in green. Now, the last little detail that we're going to add, I'm going to show you my trick. I really like these. So these are the champagne iridescent dots. Wasn't sure I was going to like these because I tend to like the ones that already have the adhesive on the back, and these are not. So you could add these like to a shaker card or something. They also have a couple of different sizes, which is really cool. So my top tip for using these is I'm going to actually use my glue dots like this. I'm going to position them before I put the my little dots down, my champagne dots, so that I can see right here exactly, well, where I want them to go. There we go. So, Lord have mercy. These dots are not cooperating with me today. I think I got just an end. You know, the great thing about, there it is. The great thing about these dots is you get a gazillion of them with your kits and with your paper pumpkin kit. So whether you're doing kits collection or paper pumpkin kits, you get a lot of extra adhesive, which is no small thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, well, I was going to add my little my little protective piece, but I won't. So I'm just going to come in here and grab a couple of these champagne dots. And you see how nice that looks with my little, that's one of the tiny ones. It's so cute. And I'm just going to kind of squidge the glue dot around it so it doesn't show. I don't want glue dots showing around it. And then I'm going to grab another one here and put it right down here. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is just a sweet, simple, kind of fancy card, but it's also a little bit trim. You know, it doesn't have a lot of froofy. So, you know, some of us ladies, we like stuff froofy and fancy, and some of us like things a little bit more tailored. And I think this is that look, a little bit more tailored. Here it is, sorry about the reach, with the thank you, and here it is in Mother's Day. The great thing is you can use whichever greeting that you need to use for your stash needs. And there we go. That is our card for the day, and this is the last of my Facebook Lives this week. Next week, I will be back with you in my regular Thursday evening time slot. I hope that you have been truly inspired by so many things this week. We have done showcases. We've done some live stamping, and it's been really good. I've loved hanging out with you. Appreciate you hanging out with me here. And don't forget, if you are here on Facebook, I would love for you to like my page and set your reminders so that you get notifications of when I'm going live. And if you are on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up in both places. You thought the glue dots were beads. Oh, that's cute, Annie. These are really, really useful. And because they're so flat, you could just, I have like a little drawer where I have these stacked. And they come, you know, sometimes you get the small ones and sometimes you get the larger ones. And that's really helpful because when you have these small little details, you don't need something large. Now, you know what? There's an extra one right there. I probably should just attach it, but I'll do that in a minute. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget my host code is here through the end of the month. The great thing is I always give gifts. I give free tutorials and other gifts to people who use my host code. And then Stampin' Up! Is also giving you gifts right now. So when you purchase $50, for every $50 you spend, you get a free gift right now. Exclusive items from our celebration catalog. And just to, I thought it was on the first page, the Stippled Roses paper, oh, it's farther in here, is right here. So there's some other great examples of how to use the paper. That's it again for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and God bless.